Okay, Coach, well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa. And a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Ready. White 25. 54. White, 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 white. White, 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 white. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Short. Where do we go?
A first down throw for Winston. That's caught. It's Peyton Barber. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They'll run here with Barber. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. This series between the 49ers and the Bucs began back in 1977 in Tampa Bay's second year in the NFL. It's been a series that the 49ers have dominated, 17-7 overall, although Tampa has won the last two meetings.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
From the 31, Winston. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Let's get it.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Big stop. Big stop. Let's go. 25. Clean, 25. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Wait, stop. Follow. I'm coming. Check 37. Check.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Army. Big ass. Hey, alert. Under 10. 11. Check it out.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And the 49er first down.
Here we go. Ready? Hey, man. Watch the boot. Check 99. Check 21. Block. Shit.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You better break. I'm letting you know right now, you better break. Bang. Pilot, 64, weak.
Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. 11 yards there, first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
He's crashing.
21. White. Hey, Echo.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Hey, alert! Hey, box truck.
Here we go. Mike 5-4.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. On 2nd down, Barber. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Peyton Barber, a surprise workhorse for the Buccaneers in 2018. I don't think they expected him to have 234 carries, but he certainly felt like he could carry the load and just carried it there for a nice gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1st down, they go with Barber again. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mike 54. I'm here all day. Easy. Hey, check. Watch 54. Hey, here we go.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Winston into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Scampering home from 19 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw, Winston. He's going to loft one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 75 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry, 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Winston now to throw on first down. Over the middle to Evans. Mike Evans, he's going to go. The 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 91 yards, and the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Protein spill.
Garoppolo on first down. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. There's the first NFL catch for South Carolina's Deebo Samuel. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
11.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle there to make the grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game, 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On the jet sweep, this is Godwin. And some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. From the gun, Winston. He's got Evans. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. First down, Winston. Going for it all. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
21. Hey, Delta.
From the 27, Garoppolo. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
11. One, Omaha.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Help me out, partner. Did they use up all their juice on 2nd down when they got the sack? Because on 3rd down, 0 pressure all the time in the world, and he picks up the 1st down with that throw.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go. 180.
Check. Watch 54. All day, dog.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They go play action here on 1st down. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Kendall Beckwith. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Check Mike 45. Crunch time, defense.
There's Garoppolo to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
One, Omaha.
It's your first drive of the 2nd half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Here we go.
2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Hey, alert!
Garoppolo looks to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Following the interception, Winston. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Here's Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check 52.
Check nickel.
Reed, come see. Let's go.
Winston leaves it with Barber on the draw. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 34-yard line.
Wait. Let's go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Winston, Benjamin with it over the middle. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Barber on 1st and 10. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Now Gold for the extra point. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, there was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Joker. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Zoom.
Now Winston. Now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
11. 36. 21. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Barber. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing just about on his own goal line. On the return is Pettis. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Flush to his right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. Back now in Tampa. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
You better be a trust. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Mike 57. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. 57. Mike 57. Record. Easy. Hold the look, hold.
Green, triple T.
Let's get the set. Ball trot.
Let him go.
On third down, Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A 59-yard attempt.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Garoppolo. Gets this one left side to Pettis. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
13.
Let him know.
65.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Spot. No, right.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Mike's 56.
On 2nd down, Winston again. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Easy. Mike's by 4. Hey, get the weight room.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the... And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
First and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Check Mike 54.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. Binds, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nick Bosa brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The 1st sack of his NFL career. Winston to throw for it on 4th. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Back to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready. Blue ready. 54 Mike. 54 Mike. Green, 17. 54. Watch the guy. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Watch hard. Right there.
Back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
11.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, D.
Hey, orbit.
Right there.
Now Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
11.
To throw is Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
On 1st down, it's Barber. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Richard Sherman on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. And it'll be a hot time in Ybor tonight. The Bucs have won the football game. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out. Coach, we're just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Denver Broncos. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
So don't say nothing.
On first down, it's Watson. It's complete. It's goal. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Watson forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch. 54.
On first down, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Come on, D. 4-7's the Mike. 4-7's the Mike. I got you, son.
Throwing again is Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Switch.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
That's it, baby. We go work.
At their own 27-yard line.
Check, ready. Hey, come on. Switch. He's got swing. Check 4. Go.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
You can't stop it.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he'll rifle this one deep right, and this will be caught at the 30. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 75 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Check. Watch the whip. Rush in.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Check. Watch twitch.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Watson now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
We play to win. Let's go. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Flush to his right. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. He's gonna run, but he's got a long way to go. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch tight end. Go. Tight end's right. Hey. We got 3. Three down.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. McManus now for the extra point. This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Broncos 14, Bills 3.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Watson on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be caught at the 30. John Brown. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Hauschka adds the extra point. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving.
Hauschka, the kickoff for
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away.
Come on, fellas.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Lorenzo Alexander brings him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike, 53.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Jackson on 3rd and long. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. J.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Now a first down throw, Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Watson. Dancing to his left. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Watson picked by his former teammate Kareem Jackson. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Go, go. Let blow.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Royce Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, and that's complete to Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, baby.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. 23 yards, the final tally. Watson from the gun, he'll throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
2nd down and goal. Watson steps away to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Check 26, check 26. Right there.
They'll try and push it in with Gore. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Hauschka's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the Come on, switch it.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Back to throw, Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for John Brown. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watson going deep for Hopkins. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, 31. You got tight. You got tight.
The final shot before the break. Watson going deep for Hopkins. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This one taken from the 7. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, pick your game up.
Jackson being chased out left. And now he'll tuck it and run. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Ball going deep here for Taylor. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. 2nd tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the 2nd Iowa tight end taken in the draft is teammate T.J. Hawkinson. 8th overall, he was selected by the Lions. But Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine and now trying to parlay that into an impressive NFL career. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Nick Chubb, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Broncos push further out in front. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his 2nd touchdown there. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. William Hayes in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Watson. Buying time to his left. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking deep downfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Lorenzo Alexander in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. Open man is Taylor. He's got it.
Let's go, let's go.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Benardrick McKinney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Now Jackson operating from the gun. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
Well, the Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here.
Hey, check 24, 24. Check 50, check 50. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Watch it.
They'll run it. Freeman. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Royce Freeman is going to be stopped short. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
19. 29. Coming to you. No. 9, let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Pass caught by Zay Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Check, 47. 9, let's go.
On 1st down, it's Watson. It's complete. It's Gore. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, watch that. Check right 54.
To the air yet again, Watson. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Hauschka with the extra point, and this is back to an 8-point game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. J.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Back now in Buffalo. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th.
Check 13. Check 13. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Watch that. Mike, 53.
To try again after the sack. Jackson, he'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Switch gears. Show it up.
Now Jackson And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here, 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Now Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Out of the gun, Watson. And Jones has it over the middle. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. That is incomplete.
Watson's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey. Let's go, hey. Go, Mike. 54. So we got man.
From the 50, it's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Both sevens to Mike. Hey, defense.
On 4th down, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Chubb, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Mike, 50.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 4th down.
Let's get it. That's it. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. I don't think you got it, son.
Check 9, check 9.
Press on. Grab on.
4th down. Here's Jackson. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and they take him down. The Bills get to him. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here's Watson, option left. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Watson, option left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. He's got Gore. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a second down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Watson, option left. There he goes, left side. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out, and the Bills have taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he goes out right around the 39. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Broncos on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. J.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Bills, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Dallas on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for Denver, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.